Welcome everyone to the Road to Grand Champion series, the long-awaited series I might add, where we'll be helping you guys get out of the rank you're currently stuck at, but don't worry, you won't be doing this alone because we have a guest. This is why I spent all this.
And just like you guys, he also wants to rank up. So,
we're going to be taking him and you guys out of the ranks you're currently stuck at, up to Grand Champion 1. And with that being said, this is why I spent all this journey to Grand Champion.
Alright, what's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the Road to Grand Champion series. This is episode number 40. It's crazy to think that we're on episode number 40 and we started all the way in bronze, and we are now in C2. We are C2 Div 3 at 1266. I think we did end up losing one game last episode because I think our teammate like abandoned the match or something. So we ended up taking our first actual loss here in Champ. But you guys have been saying you want to see more losses in this series anyways, since I've been winning quite a few games. But with that being said, I am going to start to implement some more like semi-advanced mechanics. Nothing too serious, maybe just air dribbles here and there, off the ground and off the wall. It seems like people around this rank can do that, and they do help around this rank. So at least by champ, you should be at least learning to air dribble, if not already knowing how to air dribble by this point. Especially with this era of Rocket League, a lot of people have advanced mechanics. But I am going to start throwing in air dribbles, and I think I have been doing fairly basic air dribbles up till now anyway in Champ 2. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the games this episode and see how the games go this episode. Alright, so we're in game number 1 here, and we have Zone over against Firebird and Peven. It says Firebird is Platinum 1, so we'll see how that goes here. Some guy could be playing with his friend or something. Missed the mid boost, but we'll try to get mid for our teammate here. Get 50 from Peven there as well. Gonna fake here, try to stay on the ball, try to make them panic a bit. Nice. Control it here. But flick it if you can, not quite. Just bump Firebird out of the net. Got a demo. So 2v1 here, as long as teammate keeps control of it. We got this mid, try to stay in the play here. Gotta wait on Firebird's touch. Not the greatest touch. Should be able to get to this. Try to stay on the ball, just trying to be annoying, stay close to it. Nice, stay close. Fake jump here. Wait, fake first, get a soft touch up. Put it high over him if we can. Good save. Try to grab the corner boost, but we missed it. Try to get behind our teammate, he has full boost, so hopefully he can challenge for us. Nice. We'll let him go for an airplay, but we might get dusted here. Gonna wait. Nice. Auto got mid. Teammate left this for us. Kind of thought he was gonna go for it though. We had a really awkward setup on our ground air dribble there. He ends up, or Firebird ends up whipping that. We're gonna try to grab this corner boost here. Take time, pop this up. Maybe go for a double if we can. Nice. Okay. This guy's freaking custom quick chats are ridiculous. Holy. Kind of got the mid boost here. This custom push shots are completely throwing me off, dude. Bro, this game is so troll. Good pass from my teammate there, though. Supposed to be giving like tips and advice as I play, but it's good. These guys' push shots are amazing. We're trying to get a demo here. We didn't get the demo somehow. Teammate's kind of awkward here. Hopefully he can stay on that. Oh, he got 50. We got to be really careful here. We got to be really careful. We got to play it really slow. Nice, good dribble. Might get bumped here. Try to get a demo if we can. Not quite. We'll try to grab this mid. Get back. Nice, good flip reset. Good try though. Gonna have full boost, we'll let him go for it again. Take a 50, nice, a 50. Peven could have went for that, but he hesitated. Might be a goal, not quite. Just grab this mid boost, stay in the play. I'll just slow this down here, pop it up. Probably teammate can go for that. Nice. Nice, good pass. Teammate doing a really good job of keeping the ball close instead of tossing possession away instantly. That's usually a pretty big problem at the champ rank. People just kind of toss possession a bit. Demo him. Could be a free 1v1. Good try. Gonna grab the mid boost. I'll pressure for teammate here. Might be a free goal, honestly. Nice. Gonna let zone go for this. Away this guy's touch. We can cut here. I'll just stay on the ball. Try to get over Firebird here. Gonna wait for this. Teammate should be able to go for that. Oh, he's kind of awkward. Try to cover the net here. Nice. Can we get the corner boost too? Nah. We can bump though. Stay on. Probably take a 50. Nice. Good top. That might be a goal too. Top left. Not quite. Should he be mid for teammate? Nice. Good shot. You can actually get banned for having this plugin if you keep spamming the way he does, so he's probably going to end up getting banned for all the messages that he's spamming. But with that being said, it is going to conclude game number 1. We do gain 12 MMR, so I think that puts it at like 1278. If I'm not mistaken, yep, 1278. So we're getting closer and closer to Champ 3. I believe we're just, if we keep gaining 12, we should be there the next like 3 or 4 games. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and move on to game number 2. Alright, so we're in game number 2, and it seems like we have some XG season here, some people who are Champ 3 in other modes. So let's see how this goes. We might have a small sneak peek of what C3s look like as of right now. Nice. Fake here. We don't have much boost, so let's see what our teammate wants to do here. Nice, good 50. I'll pop it up here. You should have that corner boost. Doesn't seem like he has the ball though. Let's flick it over this guy. Teammate should have the boost in the corner too with ball. Nice. Free solo play 1v1. Good control. Close. Auto got mid boost. We gotta be patient here. Nice. Good 50 from teammate. Gotta fake first. Make him panic a bit. Try to grab that boost if we can. Teammate should be there. Nice. Good beat. Nice. So this guy is definitely SGC for a reason. So I feel like he's a little bit better than some of the people here at this rank. You get a good amount of people who have those tags and that boosted, or you know, he probably just has a hard time like adapting to his teammates in this rank. That seems to be a big thing too for people. They kind of like to play the way they're comfortable and not consider the people of this rank and how they actually play. And I'm used to seeing people play, so they end up getting stuck here. Let's see. Nice. Try to get a touch out. Not the best touch from myself. Try to go here. Nice. Good 50. I mean, good clear. Nice. Gonna go wide here. See what teammate wants. Maybe he can down it to us. Nice. Gonna let him go since he's still shadowing. We can't exactly challenge safely. Oh, really bad touch on my part. Really bad touch. I was gonna flip there, but no one challenged me, so I thought I had more time. Good try. Try to have some more speed there. Gonna fake here. Got the boost. Beat one. To the other one. Should be open. Nice. As you can see, Jay as well also challenges last back there. Like he's trying to cut off the threat immediately, but he's last, so if he gets beat, it's in his net, as you just saw. Nice, good cheat. Oh. Not the best of touch from teammate there. All good though. I'll keep control of this. Gonna wave dash teammates there. Really looking for us to go for this. And we got the mid boost. I'll pop it over him, not quite. Oh, he has to watch double. Nice, they didn't score it though. We've got pad to get behind him. Nice, good challenge. And move up here. Let's see what he does. Teammate's still on him, so we'll let him go. We're last back now. We should be able to cut this though. I'll down at middle for teammate. Good try. Round him. Over him. Should be a free shot. Nice. I almost saved it. Almost recovered right into it. The pace of this lobby is picking up, and it's probably close since we're getting closer to C3. I think that's starting to pick up a bit. I got to touch up. Maybe teammate can take possession. Nice. We can go quick. We might be able to beat him. Try to prioritize trying to grab his boost here. Just bump him. Nice, the 50. As long as we don't flip there, we don't commit ourselves. Try to grab this boost to the spawn. Fake jump here. Gonna grab this corner. Let teammate clear it. See what these guys do. We should be able to get a hard put out the teammate. Maybe another touch here, actually. Nice. He's gonna get a bad touch. Teammate wants to go. We'll let him go. Seems to be fairly confident playing by himself. Or maybe he's just used to being the carrier at this rank. So we'll let him carry if that's what he wants to do. He doesn't have much boost, so end up tossing possession because of it. Honestly, that guy ended up missing. Really good save from him, though. He ended up recovering and getting a save. Gonna go off the top here. No, I should be open. Nice. Good pass. Good pass. Nice. So yeah, the speed of that lobby definitely picked up from the last. I think it's because we're getting closer and closer to C3, and that actually we got 14 that time. So we might be pushing like 1290 something here. Yeah, 1292. So we're actually really close to C3. Really close. I think a good 2 games off. See, we're C2 Div 4. So we're getting really close. So if we're 1 game off after this next game, we'll probably play one more just to hit C3, so we can move up in the series. So we can possibly try to get to GC before the end of the season. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to game number 3. Alright, so we're in game number 3. We have another XGC who's actually GC last season. We have Wellord, and we're against Stewies and Jenna Trolls. See how this goes here. 50-50 from teammate here. Broke the wall. Gotta pop. Try to keep it close here. 50 not the best 50. We'll save some boost to try to steal theirs here. Try to stay close. He's pretty composed here. Try to stay on this. Take control of this. Not sure if they're composed or just pretty slow. Like, no one's really challenging me or anything. I'm just kind of free to do what I want to do here. See, he's here. He kind of played high, just assumed that I was going to flip, but he didn't. Consider the fact that I could play low at all there. I gotta roll up the wall here. Pretty much of a threat. See what they actually can do here. He doesn't have a flip anymore. I don't have to really worry about it. This guy's really far away. And he flies back too. Decent save though. Good shot from teammate. Nice. Really good save from them as well. Try to buy a teammate some time to get back. Got a fake here. Try to cut in. Try to put it to the side. Put it around them. Take a 50 here if we can. Teammate should be able to shoot. Nice. Good patience there as well. Gonna wait. See what they do. Bang it off the top. Gonna bounce down. See what he does. Fake this here. Nice. Good speed. So they... I don't know. Interesting players for sure. Interesting players for sure. That's the thing about the champ rank though. You never know what you can get into. There are some players who are fast and mechanical, some who are really slow, some who are really inconsistent, some who are very consistent. So, yeah, you kind of always have to be paying attention to what your opponents are doing here at this rank. And adjusting accordingly. I think it's the first rank to where you have to actually start adjusting your playstyle between opponents and not just playing the same way. Right, just kind of slammed it off the wall there. 50. Trent wants to go for that. Nice. Yeah, full boost. Should be a free shot top corner. Should be able to cut him here. Could be high. Trent still has boost. Oh, this boost is not going to spawn. We have to back off here. Try to got some pads. Still really risky to try to shoot that. There are a lot back there. I did not try to double jump here. Nice, good save. Hopefully this mid spawns. It doesn't. We have to get back to help teammate. This guy ended up whipping and threw our teammate off completely there too. How to pass the teammate here? Interesting. Our teammate seems to be a pretty passive player as well. But we'll try to do our best to play around that here. Decent save attempt there. We're our best here. Gotta keep this close. Click early, click high. See how they react to it. They end up whipping. Nice. Staying close, being annoying. I'm trying to shoot this fast and high. Nice. He just kind of backed off of it, even though he had possession. Probably because he had no boost. But people at this rank don't like taking 50s either. Nice. Stay on this. Probably could have shot that a little bit earlier. Probably demo him if we can. He might end up whipping there. Unfortunate. Because you can see, look at this guy compared to like our last guy, like teammate wise. Even though this guy has a GC tag, most of the time it doesn't mean anything. The last thing we have is a lot faster and a lot more confident. And I think he was champ too. This guy is C3 Div 1. He's 1321. So he is in C3 a bit. He is definitely a little ways into C3. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so teammate ended up dying for that too. And I expected him to get a 50 and he ended up missing. I shoot that bottom left. Nice. These are games that like I probably should be losing, because it's like I'm basically carrying my teammate here, and this is probably what a lot of you guys are talking about. Because in a lot of scenarios, you guys probably wouldn't be able to do this. We took our boost. Should be able to still catch this and roll it to the sidewall here. Kind of force a touch. Should be a free catch. So you can see he's really, really passive. Just kind of just going for a flip reset to nowhere. And it's kind of like, yeah, like this guy only won because I was on his team and I'm not C2 or C3. Gonna put that bottom corner. Yeah, as you can see, I have like 4 times the score almost. About 3 times the score. You guys let me know though, because I mean, I guess a part of being in these ranks is that sometimes you'll have to play as a carry. Like you won't always have like a good teammate. And this is why I've been saying that I said at the start that you should be practicing air dribbles by this point, because as you can see, they're a big help. A very, very big help. Tried to get a bump there. I ended up like flipping right over the top of his car. Very unfortunate. Playing as a carry is definitely not as hard as a lot of people think it is. It really comes down to knowing where your teammate lacks and just making up for that, for their mistakes. Pretty risky shot for me to take there, but I was pretty confident. I'm gonna fake here. Shouldn't be a goal. Should be able to stall time. Teammate did not hit it in. GG's. Yeah, so he almost basically just threw that into the net. Yeah, but with that being said, that is going to conclude game number 3, and we are 1 game off of C3. So, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and play the last game here and see how that goes. Alright, so we're in game number 4 here, and we are 1304, or 1 game off C3. So hopefully we can win this game and move up into C3. We'll see how that goes here. Teammate end up just completely faking and leaving the ball there. Oh, not the greatest save from us. We'll try to get a hard clear out here. Nice. Hopefully we can go with the mid boost here as well. This guy's probably gonna go for a flip reset of some kind. I'm not sure at what rank players actually start confidently going for flip reset. Probably a GC1, maybe high C3. We'll see though. So I usually only play against players my rank most of the time. And most of the time at the start of the season, I started around low GC1, maybe high C3, depending on where I finished the previous season. He said I got bumped all the way across the map. It's all good. We'll go back here. He's pretty far away. Oh. Not the best position for me to be in. Respawn. We'll go for aerial play here. Try to make it quick. Almost. I'll move behind up here. Not gonna rotate all the way back. You see, there's quite a bit of pads in the midfield here, so you don't have to rotate all the way back when rotating out. Good pass from teammate though. As you can see, you can stay in the play. You don't have to rotate all the way back for the big boosts. You can just grab some of the small pads. Kind of stay involved. Trey wants the corner boost. Fine. Try to cut this off early. Try to cut it in. Don't jump over the bump. Try to cut this in. Click it. He's a little bit awkward. Nice. Yeah, he was a little bit awkward. He kind of pointed himself to net. But it's kind of easy to lose track of how far you are away from the net. He probably thought he had a lot more space there and just tried to catch it on the goal line instead of tossing it away. But if he was further up, would have been a good call, but he was a lot closer to the net than he thought he was. Ooh. Teammate probably didn't expect me to get demoed there. Really risky challenge. We've got the corner boost here. Not the greatest touch, but it should work out fine. As long as we wait on the bounce here. That should be good. Fake. Nice, and last guy just went. That's usually not something you see at the higher ranks, which is pretty interesting. Usually last guy doesn't just challenge like that. That is something you could see though in ones sometimes. Like last guy might, or the player you're playing with might decide to just challenge to kind of throw you off. But you don't see that much in twos where the last man is just challenging, especially not at the higher ranks here. I'm just trying to make sure this guy doesn't jump. A fake here. I challenge him, nice. I'm gonna pop it here. Or some kind of play in the air. A flip reset would be very helpful here. So if you can flip reset and you get like a lot of space in those type of situations, going for a flip reset is really helpful because there's no one challenging you immediately. Alright, so you can go for a flip reset in that scenario, definitely do so because you can pop it right over the other two opponents. I know a good amount of chance by this point can flip reset. It's not that you guys go for flip resets that stop you from ranking up, it's that you guys just don't know when and how to use them at the proper times. And a lot of times you guys end up going for flip resets just because you can, and it ends up working against you. That was an insane play. He just ended up bumping his teammate into the ball, which ended up shooting it right over me. Alright, let teammate go for this, see how this goes. Nice, she's at 50 here. I'll let him grab the mid boost. I'll grab the corner here. Good try. Can I actually go for this safely? Can't cut here though. Oh. Try to get a demo there. They both panic. I should be able to cut here. Maybe take a good shot. Nice. I'll let him chase them. I've got mid and try to stall time for him to get back. That guy shouldn't be able to shoot from the corner. Nice. Teammate has a lot of time. Decent try there on that air dribble. I only have 5 boosts here. We'll try to make something happen. Teammate's there, that's fine. He ended up whipping. Nice. Guy's going as last again. So as you can see, that's a big problem down here. Very punishable. As you've seen in that first game, I think, where I punished the last guy for challenging me like immediately. That's something you should be paying attention to when you're playing against your opponent at champ. If they challenge with last back a lot, because that is a mistake that players at this rank make quite often. Thank you. As you can see, when he's far back, it's almost when your opponent is far back, it's almost always better to take some kind of controlled play. It's a lot harder to save at the last defender back, is why a lot of people stress that playing ones is very, very useful. As you can see, that guy's back, keeping it close. Can fake here because we end up hitting it a little bit too hard. It is rolling back to teammate. That guy ended up tossing it away immediately. As you can see, that guy's lost again. Another controlled play here. Maybe a double tap. Nice, good save. Wasn't the greatest first touch. Teammates in a pretty dicey situation here. Nice. Still played it really well though. I think I'm gonna shoot this one high, see how he reacts to it. Nice. Decent catch there. Teammate jumping for that. And they end up forfeiting. So nice. We do end up winning the 4th game here. We gained 13 MMR, so that might be our C3 game. We might have moved up into C3. We're now 1 rank under GC1. Nice. We're 13-17, so just hitting C3 for the first time in the series. So in the next episodes, we'll see how the C3s are, and we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, that is going to conclude the final game of this episode. Alright, so it is going to conclude this episode of the Road to Grand Champion series. This has been episode number 40. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As you can see now, as we're moving up into the upper echelon of champ here, I'm starting to implement more and more mechanics. Mainly just basic air dribbles, so no flip resets, no ceiling shots, no musties, no nothing like that. Just air dribbles. And I'm showing you guys that as long as you have some kind of aerial play in your arsenal, it will help you. As you saw, those aerial plays, especially in their 1v1 situations, will help out a lot. Instead of just banging the ball away or going for ground dribbles, because you will play against players sometimes who are really good at defending plays on the ground, and sometimes being able to mix it up does help. So hopefully you guys did learn something from this episode. I feel like there was a lot of good information in this episode, a lot of mistakes, but we do end up moving up into C3 for the first time, so that is pretty good. We are 13-17. We should be moving up into GC soon here. But as always, if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. Give me some input, whether or not you feel like I'm doing too much or doing too little. But as I said, I feel like I'm doing just enough. I'm trying to give you guys realistic expectations and realistic mechanics you guys should use. I have seen champs who can't air dribble, but that is something you guys should be practicing around this rank. It can help you, as I said, especially in this era of Rocket League where it kind of everybody has mechanics. Even diamonds have fairly decent mechanics now, so hopefully this shines some light on what I mean with learning basic advanced mechanics like air dribbles, maybe some shielding shots, even flip resets, right? As you saw, sometimes we had opportunities to use our flip resets as well. I just didn't go for them because we're in champ 3, champ 2, and I'm just trying to go through the series while doing as minimal things as possible, things that I feel like are actually beneficial or will benefit you the most. But if you can flip reset and you have more advanced mechanics, I am doing my best to try to explain to you as well the best situations possible to use them. But with that being said, that is going to conclude this episode, and that is it from me. Peace.